Okay guys, we're gonna start this one totally different. You're gonna see the whole process, and hopefully it's not a crazy video where I bleed.
Okay.
I brought Jose here because Jose is he's gonna bleed for me. Seriously, we can't drop the eggs because when we're pulling the eggs out, we even got a little bit of a crowd here. So the idea is that when I'm pulling the eggs in order to save the babies. I don't want the babies to basically have a poor chance of survival. In the wild, less than 1% of the babies survive. So let's see what happens when I go to pull this out. So, unfortunately, mama is mama, which means that they sometimes want to protect their babies. Now, so what I need you to do is when you need to duck down. You should be okay. We don't want to get bit in the face.
Should be okay.
If you get bit, you got to take the bite.
That's fine.
Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Oh. I will tell you that this snake is a tamest snake, as tame as any snake comes. But look at all the eggs. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift it up and we're gonna tilt it a little bit that way. Okay. Okay. Look at this, you guys.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Okay. It's looking pretty good so far. Look at those eggs. Sometimes they take cheap shots at me. So, down here is supposed to be a box, and there it is. So the cool part about this snake is not only is she a reticulated python, you want to get around this side? Not only is she a reticulated python, she's actually she was the world's first Sunfire Platinum reticulated python and anthrax ever produced in the world. So, the cooler part is we bred her to make the world's first ever snakes. So we're gonna so she was the world's first, and what we did is we bred her to a male that's gonna make the world's first again. So, the question is we don't know how many because she's a possible het albino. If her brother turned out to be het albino, it'll be incredible. Even if it doesn't end up with albino, we're going to end up having them in tiger, motley, motley, tiger, motley and tiger on top of Sunfire and Platinum and Sun, which would make a super Sun. She still seems like she's as tame as she's ever been, which is really cool because the last few videos have been a little bit insane. So we're going to go ahead and just work her off around there. You ready? Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do, look at this. She laid a lot of eggs. I've never seen this before. Check this out. It's like a figure 8 around 2 clutches of eggs. So, she still might bite, even though she's acting like she's her normal tame self, because she is a mom. She's never laid eggs before. This is her first clutch ever. And look at all those eggs. Uh-oh, look at this. It's a little mini egg. That is tiny. Here, it's just for you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Just in case you get hungry. So she is not, now, for instance, this clutch of eggs would have all failed because she's not even coiled them around them. So these eggs would dried out and the babies would have died. In the wild, they would have all died. Here, maybe most of them would have died. But that's why the snakes lay so many eggs in the first place. So this egg right here has an infertile side and a fertile side. But I would say that one's not going to make it. But you know what? We take risk. It's not a big risk. We'll keep an eye on it. So I'm still trying to get her out. It looks like she laid a lot of eggs for her first clutch. And this is an important clutch. But she laid them in such a weird way, it's hard to tell how many eggs are there. But I think there's probably going to be over 35 eggs here. And that's really good. But she did miss her first year of laying eggs. Look how tame she is. It's just incredible. She just, even with all these, look at this. I'm going to have to split it into 2 chunks. Oh, here we go. Look at that, guys. So the reason why they're stuck together is because in the wild they have to be stuck together, because if a big tiger a big tiger shows up, starts to fight her, or some kind of animal tries to take those eggs, she's got to be able to defend the eggs without them rolling around, because if the eggs roll around, they die. So they got really well designed. I cannot believe this is like, she is literally just a teddy bear, just like she always is. And this is like about this. So this snake here, we grew up her mother, her mother's mother, her mother's mother's mother. So this has some of the longest genes that we've ever had in a snake ever. And So she's like multi-generation, really tame. We're gonna put her back in her cage enclosure. This is not her normal enclosure. This is her egg laying enclosure. It's a little bit smaller, but they're still really deep, as you can tell. Big snake just goes right back in. So many generations captive born, and that's what makes them so tame. And this is probably more in the 45 eggs maybe even. So I gotta place all these eggs in their same upright position. And what do you guys think? How many eggs are here? 43. I heard 42. I heard 43.
51.
Last night I pulled a clutch. Day before. I don't know. Was it last night? Anyway, I pulled a clutch and I kept counting 44, and there was 45. So they kept telling me, no, there's 45. I'm like, I counted it 3 times. I didn't make a mistake. I made a mistake. So anybody out there thinks they're perfect, good luck with that. It won't work. So I'm going to pull these apart. Now you see they're soft. So what ends up happening, a lot of people ask, well, what about the mother? Is she going to miss her babies? Well, maybe she misses them for a few hours, but most moms go right back on food immediately. Instead of normally what would happen is a mother has to protect the eggs for up to about almost 90 days in the wild, and they go without food, and they only get rainwater, and then they have to deal with all the pests and all the different things that start to eat the rotten eggs, and the whole time they're in defense mode without food. So to be completely honest, these snakes are pretty kicked back, and they don't have to go through that. They don't miss their babies because, like all snakes, they're not maternal. When the babies hatch, the babies go all off their own way and go live their life. They actually, when they start hatching, the mom loosens up on the eggs, and the babies that survive all take off all different directions. So I can tell you by how full this thing is, this has got to be close to over 40 eggs. And look at that, I still got a chunk over there. So that's really, let's see here if I can get them apart. What happened? You're gonna count them, aren't you? I'm gonna put you in charge of counting them right now. So you can count this half right here, okay? You count that half. You got your socks off? I didn't want to have to take mine off. That's why I'm having him count them. So, okay.
Six.
15 and 36. Whoa, that's 51. So let's see. We got to count this one, guys, because I don't think I can keep it. I don't think it's going to make it, but we're going to give it the college try anyway. So I'm going to move a couple eggs over here because I can, and this one is really full. So I'm going to take a couple eggs out here, and we're going to count them out right now. So let's see if you guys guessed right. So we got 2, 4, 6. I better start again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 51, 52, 53. We have to recount these because that's the second time we got 2 counts. So I'm going to have to recount them. Why recount them later? You guys figure it out and we'll put it in the comments. Do you believe that? We will never get the right comment on this thing. But everybody have a good time? Yeah! Okay. So we're going to have a Living the Dream party on Sunday. So if you guys have your post notifications on, you would have known about it. But if you didn't, go turn them on. And you know what? Turn them on in your videos and have a good time. And we'll see you guys soon. You have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, this is his last day as a volunteer. Can you believe that? And he didn't just get a job either. But we're gonna miss him. Take care, guys.